Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop focusing on the lag and snap forehand because it's absolutely killing your forehand. I hate to tell you this. I'm going to explain why starting right now. Let's get into this video. Okay guys, so if you watch YouTube, you know that there are tons of videos on the lag and snap forehand. I've done some myself. There's some videos I really love on the lag and snap forehand, but I'm telling you this, here's a disclaimer. If you're a 4-5, strong 4-5, 5-0 player, a hot shot junior player, and you're sitting there going, what? Lag and snap works. I got an awesome forehand. I focus on the lag. I'm not talking to you, okay? So you can either choose to watch this video or skip it, but I'm telling you, I'm not talking to advanced level players, all right? So if you've got a great forehand, then why are you watching this video anyway, okay? This is for people who are struggling with their forehand, but they watch Roger Federer, they watch Rafael Nadal, and they keep hearing video after video on the lag and snap forehand, so they're going out there and they're starting to develop a ton of bad habits, okay? And I've seen it firsthand. I have seen it over and over again where people come visit me and they're focusing on all these lag and snap videos and their forehand is a disaster. And I'm going to show you exactly what happens when people start focusing on the lag and snap forehand and how we can start to get out of that and hit a more clean, consistent, powerful forehand. Fair enough? All right, let's go. Okay, so I want to show you some of the common things that I see when people are trying this lag and snap forehand. Now, what they're seeing on YouTube and watching their favorite players hit a ball is they're seeing this massive separation from the hips and shoulders, and it looks really cool, and it actually does create power and everything. So, I mean, again, if you're a top junior who can do this and you've got all the moves down, I'm not talking to you. Keep hitting that way. That's fine. You're awesome, okay? But a lot of players, 3-5, are sitting here, are low 4-0 players. They're trying to hit this forehand. They're getting here, and they start opening this right away, and then they start really trying to snap their forehand. And what I normally see happen is, since they're doing that and their hips are basically rotating too early, I remember this one guy, great guy, we cleaned up his forehand really nicely. He was coming out there, he was focusing on all that, and he kept hitting forehand after forehand wide over there. Just like that, just like I hit. I mean, that's exactly where the ball was going, over and over again. Yes, it looked cool, but the ball wasn't in the court. So that means any hack could have gone out there and hit him 3 or 4 balls, and he would have given the match away in you know, less than an hour, okay? The other thing that I see is people are focusing on this is there's lots of mishits, lots of balls on the bottom of the frame, on the top of the frame. Again, why is this? Because you're coming by focusing on this lag and snap and really getting here and then putting the racket down and then trying to really pull the racket and open up the shoulders real cool. What's happening with the separation is you're barely spending any time in the hitting zone, which is the most crucial place to stay in and through the ball, okay? Because you don't know exactly when you're going to hit it. So you might hit some forehands, and that's the danger of this. You might hit some forehands where everything connects, because once you hit the ball, if you hit the ball cleanly, it really doesn't matter how long you stay with the ball. It's giving yourself the opportunity to hit a clean ball. That's why you want a long runway. Andre Agassi talks about he'd focus the 6 inches before and the 6 inches after. He says that was one of the best tips he ever got, to where when he's getting ready to hit, he's focused on staying in the hitting zone 6 inches before, 6 inches after, and through. That's what he focuses on. One of the best, cleanest, hardest hitters of all time. But it's not that he can keep hitting the ball. Once you hit the ball, it is gone. But you see what just happened? Did you hear that clank of the frame? Because no hitting zone there. I'm pulling out. And you don't want to do that. You want to stay with the ball. I'm going to show you a video right now of Rafael Nadal, because to me, when you watch Rafa in real time, real speed, it doesn't look like he's staying with the ball at all. I mean, he looks like the wristiest player of all time. Like, he just looks like he's flicking his wrist, and he looks like he's barely with the ball, where he's just like in and out. But watch this video right here. As I'm talking, look at how long, when he hits the ball, how his arm is extending out to the target. And that's the most important thing. Okay, and we didn't start tennis at Rafa's age. We don't have his athletic ability. We certainly don't have his timing. right? Remember, they do this for a living. A lot of you are able to get out there once or twice a week, maybe. And what you want to most be able to do, besides looking cool, is you do want to hit a consistent, clean, powerful forehand, right? So this is the quickest path to do what I'm showing you how to do, and to get to get the timing like a junior who's getting here and pulling out and really letting that racket head go, right? To do it, you see, again, that's not a clean ball I just hit. You're gonna have to practice a lot. Just take like a lesson every day, be on the ball machine every day. Like, it's gonna take a lot of timing. The things I'm gonna show you are a lot easier to pick up the timing faster, and you're still gonna look really, really nice. You're still gonna have a beautiful stroke, okay? Maybe just not like Rafa or Roger, but it's gonna be pretty darn nice to look at. So, again, if the hips and everything are synced up at exactly the right time and you're able to pull this forehand and hit that ball and come through, you can get a lot of power from this hip shoulder kind of separation move. You can get a lot of pop on the ball like that, but I think the timing to get that is very tough. Where if you look at a lot of other sports that create power, and you look at a lot of tennis players who have used the same technique for power, I think it's a safer, better, more consistent bet to start working on keeping the entire body engaged with the ball as long as possible, right? Because then you're gonna have more control over it, and the longer the body is pushing into the ball, you're gonna hit a nice, clean, hard shot. Especially, look, just lots of times just hitting the ball in the middle of the strings. Don't underestimate the power you can get from just hitting a clean ball in the middle of the strings with not even much racket head speed. You can still hit a ball pretty hard enough to win any 3-5, 4-0 match out there. Trust me, okay? So, instead of everything we've been talking about up to this point, I like you to think of yourself more like a baseball batter, right? Where a baseball batter, when they're doing this, guess what? Both hands are on the bat the entire time. You're not going to see a baseball batter hit with one hand and pull away. The baseball batter is going to keep both hands on the bat, come through, stay connected, and hit. A golfer, same thing. Okay, a golfer is going to have both hands on the club, get set, and push the hips through and through that ball as long as they can so they can hit the furthest drive that they can possibly do. Okay? Okay, so now what I want you to focus on, and what I have a lot of my players do is actually, I've taken grip tape, so you might even want to try this if you're totally obsessed with tennis like I am. You could take grip tape and put it around your wrist so you're kind of like handcuffed, and that's going to kind of make you feel what it's like to stay engaged with the ball. So I'm going to have imaginary grip tape or handcuffs on my hands here. What I'm going to focus on is my unit turn. Both hands are on the racket. This is pretty much what we see Roger and Rafa, everybody do. Then we're going to put the racket down. Again, we're looking just like the pros, so you still get to look clean like a pro. We're going to come back here into our wrist lag, as people call it. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to focus on pulling out and away, which I think a lot of you are doing. What we're going to focus on is these two, we want to call them long lost friends or boyfriend, girlfriend, however you want to look at it, to where they're in a relationship and they separate for a little bit, but then they gradually start catching up to each other again, and then at the end they meet. Okay, so this is going to ensure that all the big ticket items on your forehand, your legs, your hips, your shoulders, your hands, they're all connected as long as possible. Okay, so take a look at this. I'm here, I'm down, and now we separate a little bit, but I'm still keeping it. I'm not going to let this fly away. I'm going to be very focused on this, and then we start to almost meet at contact, and then we come out and through. Again, take a look at that. I'm here, coming out, long, through, and catch. Racket butt is facing out to the court. That's another thing I want you to focus on too, is rather than this snapping your wrist at the ball, which I think a lot of you are doing. Let's watch this in slow motion, where you're really snapping your wrist at the ball like that, right? Because you're watching so much TV. I want you to think about really attacking the ball with the butt of your racket. See how long the butt of the racket can be approaching the tennis ball. I'm here. I want to keep that engaged as long as possible. Now it's going to start to turn and out and through. I really don't start turning over the wrist till the ball is gone, and then look how long we want to reach through and around. All right, so let's take a look at a couple practice swings that you can do. You can go out there today and do this drill. That's the beautiful thing. You get yourself a basket of balls and just practice this. Get the ball machine out, hit against the wall, and practice this move. So when I've done this with my students and they do it right, they always hit the ball hard. Trust me, if you go do this and you hit it right, you're gonna go, wow, that felt effortless. I've heard that countless times from my students when they do this. They get set, both hands here, hit out and through, and that was a nice shot. Again, getting set, both hands coming through. Again, a really, really nice feeling forehand. We'll do one more here. We'll put some in slow motion too, so you can kind of really see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get that length going out to the ball. Again, both hands engaged, coming out and through. Let's look at some from the back. So again, what we're really searching for is that nice long connection to the ball. So you might want to hit some of these down the line. Now when you play your matches, I really want you to perfect that cross-court rally ball, but this might be a good drill to focus on down the line. Don't be worried. If anything, you'd rather miss a couple long so you know that you're on line and staying with the path of your body. So even if you hit a couple long, that's okay. I'd rather you hit it long than in the net or very, very short. That shows that we're pulling out, we're not connected with the ball. So a good miss would be a ball that feels solid and goes a little long. Okay, so here we go. The goal is to feel nice and connected. Keep both hands together, keep them engaged, keep reaching out to your target. Okay, I think that hit the back of the line there. Again, getting here, staying set and connected. I think it's 2 in a row on the back of the line. Getting set and connected. That might have been a little long, but again, a long is a good miss. Let's get one more good one here where we're gonna stay set and connected, okay? And if anything, I felt myself pull out a little too soon there. That ball went shorter than I wanted. Again, for this drill, I'd rather the ball be going deep. But practice that. Feel that, guys. Feel that connection through the ball, and you'll be getting to that next level. Speaking of next level, I've got an 8-part free training series for you to get you to the next level. So if you are stuck at that 3.0 or 3.5 level and you want to learn how to get to a 4.0, or you're a 4.0 and you want to get to a 4.5, 4.5 wants to go to a 5.0, then what I want you to do is I want you to look down the description, and then also in the card section, click the link. Plus, you know what's coming up soon, guys? TennisCon 4, where we teach you to play big. That's this theme. I did a survey yesterday and everybody wants to play bigger tennis. So we're gonna have a day where it's about serving big. We're gonna have a hit big day. For our mental toughness, we're gonna have a think big day. For our strategy, we're gonna have a play big day, and we're gonna have a train big day for fitness. So it's gonna be totally awesome. If you wanna sign up and get on the early bird list, get the early bird special, go to the link below. I'll put it in the card section. And don't forget to smash up that subscribe button if you love tennis, if you love this video. That really helps. And don't forget to ding the notification bell. We'll see you on the next video.